All right, welcome to Average Joe Dividends. Let's take a look at the dividends I made for May 2021. And here's my M1 portfolio. And I'm not going to go through every single company I have in this portfolio. I have 64 different companies, and right now it's arranged by the highest allocation I have with O, Microsoft, Exxon. So what I'm going to do is show you my tracking sheet. I just have a simple Google Sheets where I have company, ticker symbol, the percent allocation I have in M1 Finance, current share price, number of shares I own, market value, cost basis, that's what I paid for it, gain loss, and dividends per share. Yield percentage, this is if you buy this company right now, this will be your current yield. This is the yield on my cost. So if I paid less for a stock, then the yield on cost is going to be higher. And the inverse, like McCormick, I'm down, so my yield on cost can be lower. And this is the dividend date. This is when the dividend is going to go into my account, which is usually a day after. M1 takes like a day to process and send me my dividends, so I put my actual receipt date of my dividends. And I also estimate the dividends, and this differs than what I usually receive in the month because when I make a purchase, it may be after the ex-dividend date, and I'm not entitled to the full amount. And these are dividends paid for each of the companies. I also track the 5-year dividend growth rate for companies. And you can see Fifth Third has been pretty aggressive. And you can see a company like WP Carey has a lower 5-year dividend growth rate, but they also have a higher yield. So usually you have high growth rates, you have lower yields. Like look at Costco, they're under 1%, but they're, last year they went up almost 150%. And I also track the consecutive years that a company has paid a growing dividend. So we're going to focus on the companies in the medium green. These are all the ones that paid me a dividend in May. I'm going to go to my sheet here. What I do is I actually put the amounts I get from M1 and I transfer them to this sheet. And we'll just go through them real quick. JP Morgan Chase got $1.22. General Mills $1.41. AT&T $8.67. Verizon paid me $3.65. Lowe's $1.24. Clorox $1.77. MasterCard 46 cents. Air Products paid me 87 cents. Apple 93 cents. AbbVie $6.29. Colgate 98 cents. Costco $1.06. Realty Income $1.99. Omega Healthcare $7.41. Procter & Gamble $2.08. Hormel $1.71. Abbott $1.40. Caterpillar $2.31. Starbucks $1.71. So the total for May, I received $47.16 for dividends, and we can compare that to February, which had the same companies pretty much in it. So it went from 39 to 47.16. Let me go to my sheet here. I've tracked that. The reason I'm comparing February to May is they're in the same color band with the same companies. So again, $39.99 for February, and then May paid $47.16. So the dividend increase between those 2 months, I went up 17.93%. And that's because of dividends, dividend reinvestment, and dividend increases. And I'll go over some of the companies that raised their dividend in this quarter. And the first is Apple. They went from 0.205 cents to 22 cents for a 7% increase. Next is Costco, added 9 cents to their dividend. They increased their dividend by 12%. And finally, Procter & Gamble did a 10% increase in their dividend for the quarter. So the result of those dividend increases, I know this doesn't sound like much, 35 cents more I got because of the increases, but I did some calculations. In order for me to have that 35 more cents, I would have had to have invested $52.83. So in essence, this 35 cents is like a free $52.83. That's the way I look at it. So let's see here. Yeah, 3 companies raised their dividend for the quarter. So 19 dividends paid on 11 different days. Now I have 64 companies in my portfolio. If you're interested to know all of these companies, just look below. I put a link to my M1 Finance Pie. And I want to cover, I did a couple sells. I don't want to do a lot of selling. I want to just make deposits like I did in May. I put $300 of my own money into this portfolio. And I removed 2 companies. I sold them. And the reason why is the T is AT&T. They announced they're going to be cutting their dividend. And I kind of created rules of what companies are going to keep in this portfolio, and one of the main rules is the company cannot decrease their dividend. I want companies that regularly increase their dividends, and if they can't do that for me, I have no interest in them. And also, the CEO for AT&T not too long ago said this dividend was safe. So in essence, he lied. So I am selling this. Um, my position is sold in AT&T, and I'd also decided to get rid of Clorox. I didn't like how they're performing against the rest of the market. They just seem to be slumping compared to other companies. So I removed both of those, and they were both in this band here. So that's going to reduce my dividends in August. Hopefully, my deposits will make up for that. But what I did was I bought 3 other companies instead, but they pay in this band and in this band. So I've added AMT, PNW, and SO, and the reason was they've been paying a good dividend. They've been growing along with the S&P. So I just like those companies. They had good payout ratios. I may make a video sometime down the road showing how I pick stocks, but I don't have time. Right now, I just want to show really quickly how I did for dividends in May. And again, the total is $47.16. So thanks for watching. And if you got any value from this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.